We're going to do the Burnside route today. I'm tired of the highway. Oh boy, we have 80 degrees. Our last gasp of summer this week. I guess tomorrow's still going to be nice. Starting to cool off tomorrow, but still going to be nice. Well, you know, I'm watching those board meetings, you know, and you know, it's really, you know, what it really looks like is, how come the power elite always are the ones making the decisions for the little guys? Always. It's always the power elite. You know, and those people sitting up there at the board meeting, those are the power elite there. Those are the connected people, you know. Those are the people that know the governor. They're all big guys and with big jobs, blah blah blah. And it's just bizarre, you know. And then you have all the little guys, the Michael Levines, the Cameron Johnsons, the folks that went with Opal, all these little guys pleading with these big guys for them to give us something, you know. All the small people. You know, and I don't know. It's very disturbing for me somehow. Always see that the power brokers always have to be in charge of all the little people. Always, you know. Wouldn't it be nice? Think about it for a minute. Wouldn't it be nice if we actually had a board of directors of actual transit users, you know? Or people that actually understand it, like people like, there's lots of people on Portland Transport that would be great TriMet board members, you know. I'd be a great TriMet board member, I understand it. I'm a bus driver, you know. They should have riders and drivers to say, like Michael Levine should be on the board of directors, really, when you think about it. The people that really are the stakeholders, not they're always talking about the stakeholders. Well, I'm a stakeholder, Michael Levine is a stakeholder, all those Opal members are stakeholders, but none of us have a say in the stake. You know, none of us actually get to, it's always pleading, we think this, we think that. Oh, it's economic toughness. Yeah, we'd believe you if you weren't expanding streetcars and rail at the same time. We'd be sympathetic. If you weren't hiring loads and loads of bureaucrats, we'd say, yeah, okay, we understand you have a budget problem, but you don't really. I mean, or you do, and you know what's going to happen here. You know, you folks. I hope everybody realizes that we're headed on a collision course with financial insolvency, the way it's headed. And I'm not making a joke about that. It seems like a fairly, I mean, there's no reason to think things are going to get better, okay? The economy's not going to turn around. It's going to get worse. They keep printing money. We'll print some more money. We'll print some more money. We'll print some more money. And they're holding up this house of cards with that. With the idea that just keep those printing presses going. Whoa, TriMet bus coming at me. Right, way ahead of me. How would it be if I got T-boned by a TriMet bus? No, that wasn't even close. See how many crazy ass cyclists we see today on this road. It's just so sad to watch. It is sad. You know, it's so obvious that they're not going to get their way, and Michael Levine's not going to get his way, and I'm not going to get my way, and Cameron Johnson, see, he was in the middle of the road. There was a crazy-ass bicyclist, and I almost had a head-on collision because of a crazy-ass, Jesus Christ, you know. those guys got nerve, man. Can you imagine riding your bicycle on this? I'm just amazed every time I come up here. But we never hear of any accidents, so the drivers are okay. I would not do it. God. I know the bicyclist community is really a hardy bunch of people. I mean, I've always been in awe of the bicyclists. I mean, there's bicyclists, and I've seen them on the bus that ride those bicycles all year round, all weather conditions. And you know, if I didn't have a car, I would have a bicycle. Whoa! Now another guy coming over the line. See, this is a dangerous road. Maybe I better go back to the highway. See how scenic it is here, though. Yeah, everybody wants something from TriMet. How about, you know, they want a longer I don't see the big deal with the transfer, really. I just don't. Give them something, you know. Okay, you wanted a fare increase for the disabled? Give them half of what you wanted, okay? Instead of what you proposed. Go half. You needed concessions from the operators? Well, you would have had them if you negotiated. Everybody knows. Well, I don't know if everybody knows it, but it's obvious that you know, we're willing to give up a little. I would be, if it would help people and not help rail. I mean, if it actually helped riders. You know, I'll say again, I'm not anti-rail. I'm anti-expansion in the face of cuts. I don't compute, you know. I don't compute it. It does not compute that you would have green. See, let's look at the highway, man. See, Garth was still on time, and the highway was just jammed up. Well, I tell you, it's lucky that I'm driving. Actually, I'm not driving to work because I'm driving to Beaverton. But you know, I have these complications at the end of my shift, and there is no transit out of Beaverton after 11:40. Well, it's not out of Merlo Garage then. After 11:45 p.m., I can't get a train. That is really a disgrace as far as I'm concerned. I will never understand how you can stop running your trains at 11:45 p.m. Last train inbound, except on Friday when they give you one more train, 12:15. It seems puny to me. I mean, Jesus, if you're going to have the rail, at least run the damn rail. You know what I mean? If you want to have the rail service over the bus, okay, fine. See, in this situation, it's actually the opposite. The buses run later than the rail. That's it. Which is very strange when you think about it. I mean, really, the rail should run later than the buses. If you really, when you think about it. Don't you think it's more important to run the rail? But I mean, some of these buses really are used. The 20 bus, 57 is used. All these people need to get to work. You see, the problem really is that it's not a 9 to 5 deal. But they're so stretched thin here. They've stretched themselves so thin that they're going to have to. I see what McFarland's up to. If you follow this stuff, you can see what he's up to. They realize what's happening, and they're stretched so thin that they're going to have to make this a commuter-based service. They can't do these late-night things. And the little routes, they're just, you know. I mean, my 58 can be very, very busy. But it's not a standing load, though. It's not a 72. But these people up here, don't forget, these people have lived up here for years, and they've had transit for years, and then all of a sudden TriMet decides to pull a plug on them. And it's so sad when they do that, because nobody saw it coming. I didn't see my health care getting chopped. I didn't see that coming, but it came. Couple of our 58 young ladies there, little fashion models. How much is the gas here? I should fill up my gas. Okay, now, where was I? Okay, the campaign for fair transfer. Really, at least make them equal with the train, for crying out loud. My biggest issue with the whole transfer thing is that operators aren't doing it right. I don't trust it. I don't trust it enough to try to enforce it. I don't trust operators. Basically, I see too many mistakes giving out transfers to trust any of them, really. It's just like the coin counting machines. You know, when I used to think people didn't pay enough, and I'd make a comment, and then 10 minutes later it would drop down. It's like I just made a fool out of myself, and tried to accuse somebody of being a liar when it's not them that lied, it's the machine. I mean, that's you can't rely on these things to count correctly, and you can't be enforcing it at all. Here, our VIP red room there is open for business. Anyway, my heart goes out to the fair transfer and to the disabled. It'd be nice to see one altruistic move here. You know, one thing for the public. Give them one thing. You know, they haven't given their operators anything. They haven't given their public anything. They just refuse to. Refuse to budge on some of these issues here. I'm gonna go get gas. Looks like I can get through. Nah, I'm just gonna get it over here. Well, I can get through, I think. Alrighty, so did you see Cameron Johnson, by the way, on my webpage? There's a link to his KBOO. He was on KBOO. Neil McFarlane had a funny comment today. He was like, "There's no stronger transit advocate than me." Was that funny or what? Now that was funny. There's no leading rail advocate but you. Come on, Neil. You spent 19 years building rail in this company. That's what you've been doing here for all these years. So let's not be too fraudulent in our representation of yourself. It's no stronger candidate for rail expansion than you are, Neil. But the bus, I'm not convinced that you're any better than Fred was.